In the middle of space, where there's usually nothing but stars and existential dread, there's suddenly a horrific glowing light. Real nightmare fuel. But don't worry, it's just a dream. Until Riya wakes up, confused, sweaty, and immediately gifted with visions of people dying in the most dramatic ways imaginable. Surprise, that's also a dream. So when she wakes up again, this time bleeding on her own floor with zero memory, we're left wondering, is the third time the charm? Or is she stuck in the world's worst snooze button? The station's AI chimes in because what's sci-fi without a creepy computer voice? It says, hey, things are broken. Fix it, like a cosmic landlord. Riya, sore but determined, grabs a flashlight and stumbles through the corridors. She finds bloodstains everywhere, never a good sign. A dead crewmate, worse sign, and casually pulls a knife out of his chest because apparently murder weapon equals free loot. She keeps wandering, finds another body. This station clearly skipped the no corpses policy, and eventually reaches the control room. With the reboot complete, she opens the door and discovers a very dark planet, a body bag, and atmospheric ash. As if that's not ominous enough, she spots a shadow that perfectly mimics her moves. Imagine charades, but with an evil twin. While investigating outside, Riya almost falls off a cliff and sees that same terrifying light from her dream. Naturally, the polluted air tries to kill her because the planets, called Koi for 4-2, aka respiratory disease waiting to happen. She stumbles back inside, gasping, and the computer cheerfully says, oxygen levels compromised. Thanks, Hal. Cue hallucinations. Her dead crew, one with a rotting face. Delightful. Then, boom flashback. Happy meal with friends. Some wanted to explore. Air was breathable. Yada yada. Back to present-day misery. She patches herself up. Showers, because self-care is important, even in space horror. And goes snooping through rooms. She finds a notebook full of notes and plant photos starring herself. Just when things start feeling personal, the AI tattles. Movement detected. Someone's banging at the airlock. Knife ready, Riya ambushes the intruder. Turns out, it's Brion, an orbital buddy she kinda remembers from her earlier flashback. Oops. They make awkward small talk over the dead bodies. And Brion brings out his medbot, think space Roomba with healing powers. He drops some fun lore. Earth is doomed. 7 spaceships were sent to find salvation. And Riya's crew is humanity's last hope. Cue dramatic zoom. Medbot says Riya's got brain swelling. Classic. And Brion explains she joined this mission to seek answers and learn what's out there. In other words, she's the philosophical one. Cool. She tries sleeping, but surprise. Her door won't stay shut. Hallucinations of creepy crewmates stare at her. And she keeps seeing monsters. A plus nightmare fuel. Later, she suits up to take corpses outside. Grim chores never end. Brion's like, forget Clark, we're low on oxygen, focus. But Riya's like, Clark might still be out there. Cue panic visions, scissors, and flashbacks of her stabbing people. She puts on another patch, apparently future band-aids that also erase memories. She and Brion share storm-watching bonding time until bam. Hull breach. Oxygen crisis round 2. Riya crawls through tiny passages. Helmet off, breathing garbage air, while hallucinating more monsters. Totally safe. She patches the hole, but gets haunted by hand-grabby visions. Back in the main room, She theorizes Clark got space rabies. Brion, not amused, says, "Focus on survival. Line up in 5 hours." Riya continues playing detective, rummaging through crewmate rooms, remembering boyfriend Kevin. Cue dreamlike forest hallucination. Kevin plus mysterious tunnel, plus blinding light. Then plot twist. She remembers stabbing him too. Relationship goals. She finds a drone recording of the crew, discovering a metal cupboard. Alien tunnel and basically setting off. Galactic fireworks. Faces melted, helmets fried, everything terrible. Brion interrupts, swears he knew nothing. Riya accuses him anyway. Classic trust issues. She admits, "I might have killed them all." Brion's like, "We need to leave before you kill me too." More patch drama. More visions. More stabbing memories. Eventually, Riya realizes the pathogen infected everyone, which makes her feel slightly better about the whole mass murder thing. Until Clark shows up. Oh yes, Clark is back, in a suit, pissed off. Fight sequence time. Welding torches, bathroom wrestling, drowning helmets in showers. It's basically WWE in 0G. Riya wins, but when she tries to revive Clark, Medbot says no. Clark wasn't infected. She just thought Riya was the crazy one. Awkward. Then lineup time. But the shuttle? Broken. Surprise bloodstains included. Back at the station, Riya scans Brion's body. Wait, dead for 51 hours? Uh-oh. Voices whisper it's her fault. I detects life form. Riya finds the creepy shadow, which turns out to be the infection itself. Now cosplaying as Brion. Plot twist of the century. She's been carrying the alien. Parasite inside her all along. Flashbacks reveal the alien attacked. Crew panicked. Kevin got possessed. Brion died way earlier than advertised. And Riya saved Clark before letting the parasite crawl into her forehead. Medicine patches have been keeping both the memories and the alien suppressed. Oops. The alien, smug as ever, tells her humans are trash. Riya says, nah, rips off her patches, and finally faces the truth. Medbot does some very invasive brain surgery with a claw, pulls the parasite out, and she technically dies for a moment. Casual. She wakes up, just in time to see the alien scuttle away. Of course, it immediately takes over Brion's body and becomes a full-blown tentacle monster. Cue final boss fight. Stabbings, flamethrowers, exploding spray cans, basically Doom Guy versus Eldritch Spaghetti. Riya burns it alive, torches the entire station for good measure, and sprints back to the shuttle. And this time, it actually works. She rockets into orbit, barely making the lineup, with fire behind her, ash below, and humanity's fate still dangling on her shoulders. Fade to black. Roll credits. And the audience? Still holding their breath. Don't forget subscribe. Thanks for completing the video.